Hello everybody and welcome to the final part of the Super Castlevania 4 playthrough. It is 2 AM right now, and how appropriate, because tonight we slay Dracula for the not-so-final time, but the first time on this channel, so that means something. To me, at least. Anyway, that secret down there where you can get all those power-ups, I forgot that there were stairs there, and I thought it was platforms, so I wasted about 5 continues of me trying to figure it out. And I think I died like 20 times or so. So yeah, I think I only died, excluding that, I only died 2 or 3 times during this playthrough. But anyway, here is Dracula! And Dracula is actually a pretty easy boss. The first part, he'll shoot out fireballs, and you just need to whip them and then jump over, like so. If you don't whip them and you try to jump over, it will split upwards and hurt you. That glowing energy ball will make a bunch of more glowing energy balls and then drop food, eliminating all challenge from this fight. After around half health, he will go into the second form where he summons flame things. I don't know what they are. But those are pretty easy to dodge. If you have the cross right now, which you should because of the secret back there, just throw a bunch at Dracula and he'll stand no chance. It's a really easy boss fight. I'm actually kind of disappointed in the difficulty of this boss fight. It should be a little bit harder, because you know, it is the final boss of the game. But now, he's low on health, the music from the beginning of the game starts to play, and you know it's time. It's time to kill Dracula. And he only has one attack in this form, in which he summons purple lightning from the ceiling, which is pretty easy to dodge. Just pay attention, you shouldn't have a problem. And I love how they play the music right here. It's great. This is one of my favorite Dracula fights just because of this music. It is wonderful, but unfortunately it is too easy for my taste. And with enough hits, he will die. And the sun will come in and vanquish Dracula until we see him in the next Castlevania game. And the next one. Until there's just a single bat now. And what's it gonna do? Oh, it died. And as you can see, I'm celebrating by throwing my cross all around. And you still have to get the orb for some reason. I don't know, you beat the game, but gotta get that last orb. Why not? And now the credits music plays. It's quite a lovely theme, and Simon Belmont looks at the castle as it crumbles down. Castlevania is no longer alive. It has crumbled to the ground. Until the next game, of course, where it shows up again. And during the credits, we get a nice little montage of some of the moments of the game. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not going to talk about that. Well, I'm going to talk about how this game compares to the rest of the Castlevania series, at least in my opinion. When I think about the best Castlevania games, it really comes down to 3 games: Super Castlevania 4, Symphony of the Night, and Aria of Sorrow. And I'd say that this is my 3rd favorite Castlevania game. I kind of like the Metroidvania style of Castlevania better than the linear style. I mean, the linear style is good, but I like the Metroidvania style better. It's just a personal preference of mine. I feel like it adds more to the game, more like replayability, because with this game, there's not that much replayability. I mean, it's always fun to play, but there's not much I can do to the game to add extra challenge. Nothing. I mean, I can always do like a no damage run, but I can't like limit myself. It's kind of difficult. But with the Metroidvania games, I cannot equip certain weapons. I can go through the game without putting on any armor, or without using certain spells or power-ups, you know. It's just, there's a lot more replayability, and that's why I think they're better games. I mean, the classic, you know, the first 3, this game and like Rondo of Blood, they're good, and I like playing them, but just not as much as the Metroidvania styles. And to be honest though, the Metroidvanias are kind of getting stale. You know, they're starting to become more of the same. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the next title. I really feel like they need to do something new. Because I'm not bored of them, but you know, none of them ever left the initial impression that Symphony of the Night left me with. Because when I first played Symphony of the Night, it was a fantastic game. I knew I was playing a great game. But with the other ones, I just didn't feel the same way. It didn't have that much of an impact on me. And I don't know why. I feel like some of them weren't being very innovative, like Harmony of Dissonance. That was just a bland game. You know, just a Game Boy Advance version of Symphony of the Night. That game was kind of bland. But I really liked Aria of Sorrow, where they added the new Soul system, and I really liked that. That's why it's one of my favorites. And then when you get into Dawn of Sorrow wasn't that good. I don't think it was anywhere near as good as Aria of Sorrow. And then you go into Portrait of Ruin, which I thought was just okay. The worst of the 3DS ones, to be quite honest. But then Order of Ecclesia hit, and that one was really good. I really like that one, and I think that's probably my fourth favorite game in the series. That's a really good one. Anyway, post your favorite Castlevania in the comments and a reason why. I would love to hear which one is your favorite and why you think so. Just please don't say any of the 3D games or I'll remove your comment. No, I won't. But I hate all the 3D games. I should probably mention that, excuse me. I don't like the 3D games at all. I feel like they're all either just unplayable or like the what's the newest one called? I don't know, the newest one that came out on Xbox and PS3 like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. I don't remember, I didn't care for it. I don't remember the name. But that one, it got a lot of hate for being a God of War ripoff, which I guess I can kind of understand, but you know, it's just, I watched some of the gameplay and it just seemed bland. It didn't seem like Castlevania to me. I mean, some moments did, but a lot of the game, it just didn't feel like a true Castlevania game. And, you know, if it's not a true Castlevania game, then why even call it Castlevania? I don't know. I don't know what... I really hope they... You know what I want to see? I want to see something like Symphony of the Night again, where they use all of their resources to make a console Castlevania. Not a 3D one, a 2D one. You know, I really feel like that would rejuvenate the series and bring it up to a new level. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I really think they're just going to stick with doing the 2D games on the handhelds and doing 3D games on the consoles. But hey, I can still dream, I can still hope for it, even though I don't think it's ever going to happen. It's a shame. I really wish they would go back to doing console 2D games, but who knows what the future holds. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this. I will see you all in my next project, whatever that may be. Until next time, this is UAA signing out.